Well, I think the first really important thing to say is that congestion pricing works and it's good for business. When you have groups like the Partnership for New York and REBNY supporting congestion pricing, they're doing it because they know it's good for business within the zone and in the regional economy as a whole. It's still on. Governor Hochul was very clear yesterday. The cameras are still on. The MTA has already filed suit against the administration's action, and I expect the cameras will be on while that all plays out in court.
What do we know about the presidential administration's rationale for wanting to halt this? And then, I guess, what kind of power they have to actually put this through?
I think rationale is a strong word with many things this administration is doing. This feels very personal, frankly. Again, there's not a good business rationale. There's not a good rationale in terms of, this is reducing congestion. This is speeding up bus times. That's good for working New Yorkers. This is already reducing traffic crashes in the zone. It's reducing air pollution. So from every perspective that matters, congestion pricing is working. The administration, Sean Duffy, has made arguments that congestion pricing is bad for working New Yorkers. That's just patently false. Only 4% of working New Yorkers, low-income New Yorkers, drive into the zone. All of the rest of them rely on public transportation that has gotten better already with only a month and a half of congestion pricing and will continue to get better. So that rationale is just false. I think that they think they have the authority, but we really believe they don't. Again, lawsuits will bear this out over the next few months, but federal approval has already been given. The program is already in place.
So folks on the other side of that argument would say, and I live in the great state of New Jersey, and I'll defend that one. It's a tax. It's just another tax on Metro New York people, and boy, aren't we taxed enough. What's the response to that?
Well, it's a toll, and there are toll roads all over New Jersey, for example.
Yes, there
This is
are.
a common this is a common technique that states and municipalities use to raise money, both for highways and for other funding. This is going to the MTA and funding our public transportation system. But Governor Murphy, has been very critical of this. We'd love to see him get rid of all the tolls on the New Jersey roads, if that's his argument.